Okay, let's keep going with the next two figures, a trapezoid and a rhombus. So, starting with trapezoids, trapezoids have two bases and they are parallel. So if you see these are two bases parallel. Remember what that means? It means they do not touch. Okay, and they are far apart equally from each other. So the bases are parallel. Okay, and then you have a height. So in our formula, that's going to be area equals 1/2 times your height times your two bases together. So we have to add the bases first inside those parentheses, okay? So we have base 1 and base 2 in our image, okay? Now, let's see if we can figure out which ones are the bases and which ones are the heights over here. All right. Now, remember, the one key important thing is that base and height are perpendicular. So on this picture, who are your two bases that are parallel to each other? Who are the two bases? The two bases are 9 and 12. So it doesn't matter which one you pick, base 1, base 2, as long as you know they're parallel. And then who is the height, 8 or 7 feet? So they have to be perpendicular to the base. So the only side that's perpendicular is 7. So this is your height. And then now we're ready to plug in our formula. So area equals 1/2 times your height, which is 7. And then times your two bases added together. So 9 plus 12. All right, and we can simplify this a little bit so then we can go straight to the calculator. So 1/2 times 7. What is 9 plus 12? 21. And then I'm just going to let Desmos do the work now. So split my screen and let's type this in there. 1/2 times 7, times 7 times 21, 73.5. So the area of this trapezoid is 73.5 feet squared. And that is it. Okay, that's two bases and one height. Now let's do a rhombus. For a rhombus, we don't have bases. We actually have something called diagonal. So these are two diagonals. Two diagonals. And what basically that is the length of inside the rhombus. So one diagonal goes this way, and that is one length here at the bottom. Okay, and then the other diagonal goes the other way. And it's just the length of that inside portion. Okay, another important thing is that these are split into congruent sides. So if this is 3, this is 3. And if this is 7, then this is also 7. Okay, that's one important thing about it. But let's write our formula. So for this formula, we have area equals 1/2 times your first diagonal length times your second diagonal length. And that's it. So 1/2 times diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. And let's try to use this formula. Let me just copy it over here on this side. Okay, so for this image, they only gave us a section of the diagonals, but remember, they should be the same. So if this is 3, this is also 3. If this is 9, then this is also 9. Okay, so you're looking at this diagonal and this diagonal. Okay, now let's calculate the total. So 3 plus 3 is 6. 9 plus 9 is 18. All right, so we're ready to input the values into our formula. All right, 1/2 times one diagonal times the second diagonal. 1/2 times one diagonal times the second. Let me go to Desmos. Times 6. 1/2 times 6 times 18. And that is 54. So area equals 54 meters squared. All right. And that is it for a rhombus and a trapezoid. So you have all of these filled in now. There's a Schoology assignment that you're going to be working on. And you have some area on the back to show your work for your Schoology practice. Thank you.